Well, next week on Monday, South Africans will be making their mark and choosing who will represent them at the municipal level. Unemployment, poverty and a lack of service delivery are just some of the most pertinent issues that South Africans are facing. Politicians have been campaigning for weeks now, making promises to improve the status quo. But do South Africans believe these promises? Our reporters Aviwe Mtila and Lindsay Dentlinger join me now for an update. Aviwe is in the area of Ginsberg, and let's check in then with them, with Lindsay Dentlinger. Let's start with you, Aviwe, in Ginsberg. That is the home, as we all know, of the late father of black consciousness, Stephen Bantu Biko. But does it represent in 2021 a semblance of what Biko would be proud of today?
Yes, home of Stephen Bantu Biko, Ginsberg location. In fact, I want to catch up with some of the residents here ahead of those local government elections, find out their frustrations on the ground. I've been crisscrossing the breadth of Buffalo City. I just came back from Khai East, for example, for where there is no water at all. In fact, they have to rely on water tankers to service that community. Things are a bit better here in Ginsberg, but I actually want to hear from the community members themselves. Pezisa, thank you for joining us at eNCA, but going to local government elections, does your municipality work? Does it do, what are the issues?
Up at Ginsberg and Bonnie, anything first of all, we did apply for houses. Like it was, I think it was last of last year, but akabi kondenzekalayo akubonagali kwando. There's another issue as well. Like kukho izinto zemibani andazi ndibe kanjani lento le, but instead of bazisavele zisityela umbani ufaka umbani we-50 bekathi ufaka umbani we-10 okokuqala. And there are things also like kukho meters zamanzi abazifakayo. Umakhulu wam, she's paying umasipala every month, but she's owing 1,000 rand. Is that possible? Like, I don't understand. So I don't see anything eyenzeka lapha eGinsberg. Instead siyatshona, and kukho youth yethu ihlale lokishini yasela because akukho misebenzi. Abantu apha bayathathana bona ezingokwazana kwabo apha eGinsberg. So yeah, andibona into.
I've seen a lot of posters here, some of those issues raised around electricity, Pratulas, grievances on the ground, frustrations. I've seen a lot of posters, I've seen a lot of rallies around. Do you have faith in the people that you'll be electing come next week?
Hey, good one. I won't say that I have faith. Sizawubona bazawuqhuba kanjani na. Uyabona? Yeah. Sizabavotela because sifuneka babe khona basebenze. Yeah, we'll see bakuzokwenzeka ntoni na.
Okay, I want to speak quickly to one of the community leaders here in Ginsberg, quite vocal, in fact, active in the politics as well. But I want to talk to the frustrations that you're hearing here, Punsiki. A myriad of issues painted by Usisi here. How do we tackle these? How do we make the machinery work of Ginsberg?
Okay, for starters, nobody is perfect, no government is perfect. Sinazo shortcomings isonke, but what we'll ask for Rabando is to go and honor democracy as South Africa. Bahambe bavota first, choosing the candidates of their choice. Akho wrong wapho. Buffalo City asizothi perfect, ziyafana zonke municipalities. We might have a challenge, or we might see it as a challenge. The biggest problem ngoko emitter readers ziyangena, but abanye kwezinye indawo i-challenge bayigxothwa yi-community le sithi ikhalazayo.
But the community is losing faith in you people as the people they vote for.
I don't understand when we are saying they are losing faith.
You just heard Usisi and the myriad of frustrations that she spelled out here moments ago.
No, it's fine. Lose faith. As I said before, we don't have, or we are not perfect as leaders, and party kamaspala composition alewatin kuyoqala. Now you are right. What 39 is composed of 2 semi-urban areas and 4 rural areas. That's another challenge that we have to look at in the future. Otherwise, ezinye izinto zisahamba ngesiqhelo nangona sizawuba khala kuthiwe kwamakhwiniba. We are not saying we're perfect. siyavuya xana abantu bezawuthetha bangavi kakuhle kwezinye izinto bazivoyise ezo zinto zonke. Kulapho ke siqala ukuthi masiyeni siyovota, sivotele utshintsho, sivotele ukwenza izinto ngendlela.
Okay, thank you very much. One of the community leaders here, quite active in the politics as well, urging the people to go and vote, place their vote, admitting that they're not perfect. A lot still needs to be done, as we heard some of those frustrations there from the community member we spoke to a bit earlier on, painting out the issues of electricity, the meter issue, which was also painted out here by the community leader as we head to those local government elections.
All right, Aviwe, let's leave it there and bring into the conversation Lindsay Dentlinger, who joins us from Gugulethu in the city of Cape Town. Always contentious is the city of Cape Town, Lindsay, in that a number of political parties, especially in the last week, have really made moves to try and win voters in and around the city of Cape Town. Where you are at the moment, what are the issues that spring forward around service delivery?
Well, Tulisi's, where you are correct. This is always a very contentious election battle. I am outside the Gugulethu police station. I'm just going to move out of shot quickly before we speak to our guest. Just to show you, this is a major thoroughfare coming into the area, and people are literally, you'll see a bus coming past now, swaying from side to side, literally cannot get down this road with at any reasonable speed one would expect traffic to travel in a thoroughfare like this going into this area. The population of Gugulethu has more than doubled since it was first established, but this is the kind of services they are receiving here. This is more than just potholes, Tulisi's, where big dongers in the road impacting the movement and the traffic that can come through this area. And so this is a city where the administration says it delivers services equally across the city. Not so, says Vincent Domingo of the Gugulethu Development Forum, who is with me here. He does a lot of work in this area, trying to establish business, to try to make this a thriving local township economy. Mr. Domingo, thank you for your patience in waiting with us this afternoon. Are the people of Gugulethu getting the services they deserve, or the services we are led to believe that this administration is giving the residents of Cape Town?
Yeah, thanks very much, man, and also to all your listeners. It's obvious, as the oldest township, one of the oldest townships here in the city of Cape Town, an African township, really the city has not worked. If you look at what is happening here in terms of basic services, like a road like this must be fixed. Many roads here in Gugulethu is like this. It is dangerous for economic development. There's no investors that is coming in because they see as this is a waste of time. In fact, the city sees that this is being a dump of African and black people being here. Issues of simple refuge, collecting of a refuge, they do not do it. They do not do it each and every week. The other issues of safety, you don't get the local enforcement assisting this police station here where we're standing, because the crime levels are high. Gender-based violence, issues of extortions, etc., etc. The city really does not work for the people of Gugulethu.
3 of these wards are represented by councillors from the ANC. One straddles a neighbouring area, and that's a DA councillor. What kind of experience do residents have engaging with their local councillors? Are these issues being taken up at a higher level?
We have engaged this with the local council, sub-council 14, where we told the sub-council 14 and those ANC councillors that they must do something here. Otherwise, it's going to be a serious chaos here in Gugulethu. People don't feel safe. The cars are being, they must service the cars now and again in terms of the tires and so forth. Now, they said that they told the mayor what is happening. We are still waiting for the mayor of Cape Town. We want the mayor of Cape Town to come here and sort these issues out. But we are also encouraging people to go and vote in numbers on the 1st, you understand? Vote for the choice and vote for the difference. What we need here is value and proper service. Not only service, but proper and valuable service.
You do a lot of work in trying to establish local business. What kind of impact or the lack of services is that having on trying to establish a township economy?
If you look here, the township economy is in tatters. What we call local government, the local economic development from local government, they do not invest like in places of Nyanga Junction. They do not invest in terms of local economy here at the mall. If you go across left here, there's young people and also elderly people, the disabled, etc., that is selling fruits, that is making beads. There's no support from the city, you understand, in terms of funds available for them. So people, it has been harder with COVID, you understand. We are saying we should not always blame COVID because money is there in government to assist to create jobs. The only way we're going to solve jobs here in Gugulethu if you make people's small businesses work. That's the only way, because the jobs out there in Cape Town and other areas have been abandoned of retrenchment, so it does not work.
Thank you very much for your time. Mr. Vincent Domingo of the Gugulethu Development Forum, Tulisizwe, as you're hearing there, the lack of services here impacting trying to get a thriving township economy going, and certainly the residents of this area do not feel that the city of Cape Town are providing the level of service that it says it provides to all citizens in the city, and so huge disparities here in terms of the kinds of services people receive, and they don't feel that they're getting the kind of support they need to develop this area.